So here we go, a time of the year where a DC movie is released, which basically means it's Christmas for all the DC haters out there. Well, I hate to be the Grinch this year, but there's nothing to hate about this movie. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Romanto, where my goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Wonder Woman, this is one of the most anticipated movies of the year, and probably one of the most important movies of the year because it's the first female superhero-led movie in this new comic book era. We got a female director, so there's a lot riding on this, besides the fact that Warner Bros. DC has been kind of on the down slope here with some of the movies lately not being well received and all that. And when they got Patty Jenkins, who directed this movie, was kind of a risk. She's an excellent director, but her last movie was about 14 years ago, Monster, where Charlize Theron got the Oscar. So she did some TV work and all that, but that was the last feature film. She hadn't really helmed the movie with this such a tentpole flick, such a huge budget. And gladly she took that pitch and knocked it out of the park for a home run. I can easily say this is the DCEU's best movie yet. Depends on what side of the fence you sit on. That may or may not mean a lot to you guys. For me, I was one who really enjoyed Man of Steel. And I'm glad this one even surpassed that particular movie. Definitely surpassed Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. Again, may not mean a whole lot to you guys. Some yes, some do. But I can confidently say this is a legitimate good action movie. Now, I give a lot of kudos to Patty Jenkins. She did such a great job with the balancing of the tone here, with the great action this movie had, and really giving us the true essence of Wonder Woman, giving us the essence of what a hero should be, and something that I think lacked in Man of Steel in a lot of people's eyes. I didn't mind it personally, but she really gave us a picture of what a hero should be. As Wonder Woman, yeah, she's a badass, she's great, of course she is, but she's selfless, this unwavering desire to do good and to help humanity, and that really shines through here. A lot of optimism set against the backdrop of World War I. That's not easy to do, and she pulled it off massively. Of course, Patty Jenkins doesn't deserve all the credit. There's a lot to go around here, and particularly Gal Gadot. This is one that a lot of people had questions about her. I think she was one of the best parts in Batman v Superman. So I was really excited to see what she can do here, and glad that she really is able to carry this movie. She doesn't do it by herself, but I mean, she is not the world's greatest actress, and she's not phenomenal in this movie, but she is Wonder Woman. She did this role so well. I mean, yeah, she's gorgeous, hot, no doubt about it. She has the look. But she pulled it off, I mean, from emotional standpoint, she hit those notes. She did very well. It doesn't seem lost or out of place at all in this movie. And that's her physicality. She's so great at that, which I think most actresses can't duplicate. So she was great casting on their end, taking the chance on someone like her, and it's paying off. She's going to be a huge star. Now, of course, she isn't the only one. Chris Pine, who I gained a whole lot of respect after his performance in Hell or High Water last year, which I really loved. He is great in this movie. Him and Gadot have great chemistry, which really carry that love story. He really hits those great emotional moments, which really pay off in this movie, which is great. And he's got such great comedic timing, which really helped the humor along here. And that's one thing about this movie, just the tone. It's definitely more upbeat. There's definitely stakes there, but this is what I think that kind of the key tone that DC should be aiming for. They can give us a movie which is big, has stakes, has emotional weight, and this movie does that. But it's also lighthearted, and sometimes great humor in there, and it's not forced. It's really organic, which is great, and it really hits all these notes. And I think this is a movie you guys should definitely check out. And why wouldn't you? It's Wonder Woman, for Christ's sake. And don't get me wrong, this movie is not perfect. It has some small issues. They're small. And that doesn't mean the movie is not good because of it. Just some small things. And in fairness of full disclosure, it's got some minor pacing issues. The first half is not greatly paced as the second half, but doesn't really downgrade the movie that much. Some of the CGI was a little off, and it was noticeable. It didn't really take me out of the movie per se, but from a first-time director and this kind of budget and Patty Jenkins, I'm not really surprised that happened, but it's not a huge thing. And of course, then they kind of went the way of Marvel here, where they didn't really focus on give us a great villain, with DC. No matter what you think about the movies, DC usually gives us good villains. I think they did more like what Marvel did, not that they're trying to copy their pattern, but they focus on what the focus should be, and that's on Wonder Woman. They want to give her, this is an origin story that needed to be told. This isn't Batman, Spider-Man, Superman. We've seen that origin story 100 times. We don't know what Wonder Woman is. She's not prominent here in the public eye. This is the first movie that we've seen of her since her existence. She's been in comics, cartoons, and TV show way back in the day. but most people, casual fans, don't know anything about that. So I get it. They're focusing on Wonder Woman, and they should, and they hit it out of the park in that sense. I can't wait to the next one. They can, now that she's introduced, give us a great villain, because she is bad and she needs someone that can kind of go toe to toe with her. But again, those are minor gripes. At the end of the day, this is a great summer fanny adventure, and this is not just for women. Women are gonna love this movie. I get it. Guys are gonna be super entertained and like the action that's in here. It's great for the family. This is a movie you guys should definitely go watch. It's DC's best, and I hope it springboards DC into the movies that we want to see of this level, and hopefully Justice League can continue that. But either way, Wonder Woman, you're going to watch it? Of course you are. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to check me out. We're going to do a more in-depth review, spoiler-heavy review in my podcast, the Real Mentors Podcast, with my co-host, the Man Beast. Of course, you can check us out on iTunes, Podbean, Pocket Cast, etc. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. Yeah, I did it. See you guys next time.